Hi, now we're going to see about beginning of costume, how costume begins and what are the various stages we crossed to reach today's fashion. Okay, we're going to see this in this topic. First, we're going to see about development of clothing. So in this topic, we're going to learn about how costume emerged. Evidence about dress becomes plentiful only after human begins to live together. Okay, today changes in clothes are mostly related to style or fashion, right? But thousands of years ago clothes were made only for the necessity. The costume of today has unmistakably emerged, means the only reason of our Asian people's evolution. We have first clue around 75,000 years to 1 lakh years back. Okay, there is no written record from those days, but there is some clues we getting from caves, paintings and pieces of tools they used, old fabrics and ornaments that help us to understand how people dressed in olden days. They were concerned mainly with securing of food and preserve their life. Dress did not exist in those days. Those days people lived in groups because this made the task of getting food very easy. So the beginning of costume start with cross with various stages. Okay, from that we will finally get the garment styles and today's fashion. Okay, first one is body decoration. Suddenly we didn't find the clothes, right? First we start with body decoration using animals blood or their own blood, because they think it shows their brave in their group. This give respect to them. Later they use color pigments also, which is taken from plant, and start tattooing also. Okay, till now we know tattooing is very trendy, right? It became fashion, but it comes from our Asian people. Later they use ideal patterns also. You can see in this picture, right? This is called ideal patterns. This pattern help to identify the people who belongs to which group of tribes. Okay, so this will help them to identify the peoples among the various groups. So later they are moved to second stage, that is body ornamentation. So how they show their strength by applying blood on their body. Later they wear animals' bones, teeth, nails on as their ornaments to show their braveness to the group. Okay. Later they became to wear ornaments as a fashion also. To decorate themselves, they start to wear ornaments made of stones and wooden also. You can see in this picture, right? Like this they wear ornaments. These all made of animal bones, nails and teeth. Later see the third picture, it's made of wood and stone. So this is made for the decorate themselves. Okay, so they started to design the ornaments in wood and stone also. So after this, they move to third stage, that is dress for protection. Here they start to search for dress. Due to weather changes, they start to search for dress to cover themselves. Okay, first they wear leaves and barks, then later they wear animal skin also. They realized very lately Later they realized animals hunted not only for food but also for shelter. They slowly discovered the vegetable fibers also. We can say felting is the first step of making fabric, because they won't wear bark and animal skin as it is. They will do some techniques and they used. What are the technique means? They take animal skins and barks and put it on the long stone, flat stone, and they will beat the barks and animal skin using heavy wooden rod. Okay, they beat very well and keep the fabric inside the water for 2-3 days. They leave it for 2-3 days, and afterwards they take it out and again beat well, and they dry the fabric so that the animal skin and bark will become very smooth. So they feel very comfortable to wear the bark and animal skin. So we can say the felting is the first step of making fabric. Okay, from this they move to the invention of needle. First they wrapped around the body without sewing, then they feel it's not very comfortable while hunting or doing some work. Later by accidentally they put holes in their clothes. That lead to the idea of punching holes in clothes using in short things. That way they invented the owl needle. Okay, the owl needle means it made of bones and wood. From that we start sewing. In this period they invent the eye needle and sewing plate also, and soon they start to learn how to make garment. See in this picture, this is called owl needle. It's made of bones and wooden pieces. After sewing they move to spinning process. Only first they learn how to stitch the garment. They search for fibers. So while they wearing animal skin, they notice fiber in animal skin twisted to each other and give more strength. From this they understand how to spin the fibers and twist to give strength and form yarns. Finally they found spinning. Next they moved to weaving. They became master in weaving also. See in this picture, in olden days weaving done by hands only without any machine parts. Okay, see in this picture how they making yarn and how they weaving the fabric by hand. Like this only our spinning weaving starts. Now we have lot of fibers and lot of machines to manufacture the fabrics. We have a lot and lot of trending fibers. But in olden days they first discover the natural fibers and start spinning and weaving in hand. But till today we using the natural fibers as what they discover in olden days, right? Next they go for natural fibers from animals hair. They came to know if these hairs are twisted to each other means it give more strength, right? From that they got an idea to develop the natural fiber. This is the development to find the natural fibers. So as people learn more and more about spinning and weaving, they looked around for fibers. Since the first weaving began, only 4 natural fibers. The fibers are wool, linen, silk and cotton. Okay, till today we are using these 4 fibers mainly in our fabric. So all they developed their natural fibers, then slowly they moved to wear garments. Our first garment is uncut piece of fabric, what we now call draping. So while they weaving the fabric, they won't cut the fabric. Till the fiber yarns end, they will weave the full fabric. They don't know to cut and stitch and all. So they will just wrap around the body. So first style of garments start with draping only. Okay. So draped garments are created from an uncut piece or fabric that is draped, wrapped or hang on the body. Example, sari. So you all know how we wear sari, right? It's a lengthy piece. We won't cut anywhere. We won't stitch anywhere. You just wrap around our body. Same method is used in olden days. Draped garments can fit tightly or loosely using pins or buttons, belts to hold in one place. As woven fabrics took a long time to weave by hand, they draped the fabric whenever possible, okay, rather than cutting it. The edges are cut and then it be fringed and knotted to avoid the raveling of threads. Okay, while weaving they after finishing the weaving they don't know how to avoid the raveling, so they start tying the ends. They put knots in the end of the fabric, okay, that we call fringes. So they knotted in the edge of the fabric and used as a garment. They just draped around the body. So draped fabric has another advantage also. It have we can create different shapes in draping. So you can drape according to your style without cutting the fabric. You can drape differently. So you can create variety of styles in draping also. So these all are the 9 stages we cross to achieve today's fashion. Okay, thank you.